didn't know it was gonna fade into us like that. That was pretty cool. Okay, I like that. We might use that from now on, and then actually put a real intro somewhere in there. But anyway, Carl.
But I enjoyed the elevator music.
That was good. It was good. It's good elevator music. What is going on, good people? Back at it again. Elimination Chamber preview this time. I'm excited. I hope I didn't put review in the title, but nonetheless, excited about it. I'm actually excited about this show, and it's weird because it's only like 4 matches listed, and of course the chamber matches take a little bit more time than your typical traditional match. But like, I would like to see more WWE pay-per-view cards be like around the 5 to 6 match range. Like, I think that would be great, because like even when we were talking about Takeover, how it only had like 5 matches or something. That was cool, I felt like. But,
and the show got over about 9:30 or so. It was like 2.5 hours, which wasn't bad. So I like those shorter shows also. Like, it feels like they fly by, but it feels like it has you wanting more. But like, especially with Takeover, like, you wanted more. You're like, oh yes, I can't wait till Wednesday. And so after Chamber, you go like, oh yes, you can't wait to watch Raw. But usually you go, nah, I don't want to watch Raw.
Then it's Raw.
Yeah, it's Raw.
And then you realize, yeah, it's Raw.
It's Raw. It's Raw.
Any overall thoughts? I got about 2 more minutes on my daily
Raw.
I got 2 more minutes on my daily podcast watch cycle. So, any overall thoughts on the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view coming in? Anybody? Going once? Going twice? So,
I think it's going to be an alright show. I mean, usually, these February pay-per-views, they don't really have much substantial, like, going into WrestleMania. Like, the February and the March pay-per-views, I don't feel like they should have a pay-per-view there. Like, they should have Rumble and then what?
And then Mania.
I mean, as cool as the Chamber match can be, Elimination Chamber really is just a throwaway pay-per-view between Rumble and Mania.
Well, and what they should do, I think they should have it like, I'm cool with having something in between. Preferably, I would rather than not just build everything up until Mania, but because they are so close. But right, but at the same time, like, it would be nice to have Chamber later on in the year. I would enjoy Chamber a little bit more later in the year. Like, I almost feel like it would be nice to have, like, if they're gonna have an in between pay per view here, like, have something that doesn't even really revolve too much around Mania, and have like Money in the Bank that still could have Mania implications.
Just do a UK and NXT UK pay-per-view, because they don't even have them on their takeovers. They don't even have the NXT UK guys on the NXT takeovers. So
for them to do that, they would have to acknowledge that NXT and NXT UK are like a thing to them, right? Like, the main roster keeps itself separate from everything else, which is kind of the issue. I would, because like we were talking about before, we talked about it before.
Was part of NXT UK, sort of.
But like, yes,
ball guy.
But like, that's one of the things I would like for them to do.
Not Nigel.
I would like for them to, like we talked about the pay-per-view schedule before, like our hope, our kind of what we would want from a pay-per-view schedule from WWE. Like, I would love for them to do that, but I don't know if they ever will.
Go ahead.
The grizzled fellas, the grizzled young old fellas, they're there too. Also, Walter has been champion for like 637,000 days, and no one's talking about it.
And the thing is, he's had a match, maybe 20 days of those.
Speaking of people they should put in the Rumble, why haven't they put Walter in the Rumble just for kicks and giggles while he's been UK champion?
Because you don't want to come to the States.
I don't blame him. But one more thing I wanted to add, like, about having I hate these pay-per-views like with match stipulations, Elimination Chamber, Hell in a Cell, like they just need to get rid of those because like it takes away the surprise factor. I mean, we talked about this many times before. It takes away the surprise factor. Having these match stipulation pay-per-views, TLC, like I like back when they used to have No Way Out. I mean, you were expecting that there was going to be a chamber match there, but still, I mean, you had catchier pay-per-view
even
names.
With that, yeah, like even with No Way Out though, there wasn't always a chamber match. Like chamber just like books yourself into a corner where you have to have a chamber match. Which,
if you replace it with No Way Out, you open yourself to more options. You could have a chamber match. You could have Hell in a Cell match. You could have just a regular cage match. You could have none of the above. With Hell in a Cell.
Well, I would just like for them to go back to the days where the chamber match and or Hell in a Cell actually was the blow off or the point
to
of
blow off to a feud, yes,
storyline, and not just we
just have to put you in there. It's February. You know what that means? We got 30 in the chamber.
Debuted. The chamber match debuted at Survivor Series, and now we've gone back 10 months prior. Again, like I said, we've beaten this whole topic to death of, that TLC, Hell in the Cell, Extreme Rules. It's just again, call it Family Feud. Ding ding, top answers. I know. There's no surprise factor.
And I haven't, as we kind of get into the preview of the show, I haven't seen anything about what they're going to do with the Lacey Evans pregnancy situation.
Well, one of the big issues they had, and the reason that one of the pay-per-views that basically failed was Great Balls of Fire. They didn't have a Great Balls of Fire match in the show at all.
That was the best pay-per-view. That's the best pay-per-view I've ever seen.
It was perfect. Winner gets his balls lit on fire. I thought.
I mean, Shane started it. Shane started
that though.
So I think Kane won that match. Actually, I think there was a match. It just was before the pay-per-view, and Kane won. Kane won the match. Shane unfortunately lost. But real quick, I want to talk about this.
Shane lost a lot of matches he was in.
I want to talk about this because I just want to hear your thoughts. This is completely unrelated to Chamber. But like we were talking about Seth Rollins before, and I was listening to it, and I thought this was going to set up something with him and Cesaro at Chamber, but it didn't. And it may, because Cesaro's in the Chamber match, I don't know. But like, what are they doing with Seth's character? I don't know. I probably won't ever know. And the bad part about it is, like, I'm interested. Like, I'm interested in hearing him talk, and like he's a good promo guy. So I'm like, I like it, but I have no idea what's going on. Yeah, I guess there's just wrestlers that are like that, where like some of the characters absolutely suck or just haven't been explained properly. Because like even with this, like I've hated the whole Greater Good, Monday Night Messiah, Friday Night Messiah, whatever thing. But then like his promos are good in the character. It just hasn't been explained. It just hasn't
I don't know what the hell he's talking about right now. Like what the heck?
And I thought it was going to set up something with. I mean, him and Cesaro are kind of feuding now. But I wonder is he going to get involved in the chamber match, or what's going to happen with that?
I don't know.
Or Cesaro wins the chamber match, and not to get too ahead of ourselves, but Cesaro wins the chamber match, and then he gets involved in the title match later on in the night. Could see. But anyway,
look. But if he's the true Messiah, he wouldn't work Sundays.
You're right. You're right. He needs to go back to NXT.
He would rest. But anyway, let's jump into the preview here. Let's start with whatever they're going to do with this one. Lacey Evans and Asuka. Asuka wins by default. I don't know. I really don't. Really have no idea. None. Anybody have any idea? Any rumors? Any spoilers?
I mean,
anything?
Asuka versus to be announced. Yeah, definitely to be announced is going to win this match here. I'm going with to be announced. No, Asuka's going to retain no matter what.
Slam.
Is Vacant involved?
Vacant, yes. I'm going to go with Vacant.
Who's vacant?
Vacant. That's funny. No, but I'm going to have Asuka win no matter what because I feel like I don't know. Maybe they could set up a feud with Asuka and Charlotte at Mania, which that'd be having Charlotte win the title for like the millionth time, though. I don't know. But I see Asuka winning this match here, though, regardless on whoever it is. They could still have Lacey Evans in this match. It's not like she has to go away right away.
I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know if they're gonna like write Lacey Evans off or.
They kind of basically did saying, she's pregnant. Like, I hate that whole storyline. Of course, it's not Ric Flair and stuff who impregnated her.
It's possible. I'm sure. I'm sure he's still styling and profile.
No. Hear me out, dude. Hear me out, dude. She has like the rapid birthing like they do in Species. They bring out a fake baby and Snitsky comes out and kicks it.
Book it.
There's just so many unknowns for this show.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know what's going to be happening, like, with the situations we're in and stuff. Like, it's just, I don't know.
Anybody got any thoughts on this? Since it's so up in the air. Anybody got any thoughts on this since it's kind of up in the air?
I wouldn't mind seeing Rhea Ripley in the match.
No.
I just don't know what they're gonna do. Because why is Smash even?
Nobody's ready for Asuka. Yeah, they haven't even said anything on Twitter or anything. Nobody's not ready for Asuka.
Just not. Anyway, moving forward, the U.S. title match: Lashley, Riddle, Lee. Should be a good match, I think. Who's gonna win it? I don't feel like they've done anything with Lashley as U.S. champion,
and he's kind of been having a little.
Like ever?
He hasn't been wrestling that much because he's been injured a little bit. Like, he has a bicep injury a little bit, so that's why he hasn't been in the ring that much. But it's still, they haven't done much with his the U.S. title though.
Well, and the issue is the perception of the U.S. title at this point.
The 24/7 championship is a lot better. I'll tell you that right now.
Wait, hold on. Is Keith Lee related to Wesley?
Yes, he is.
I
thought he was related to Bruce Lee.
I thought he was related to Trevor Lee, but I don't know where he's at.
I think he writes comics on the side to replace Stan Lee.
Exactly.
Prediction wise, I think Lashley retains. I think it'll be a good match, but if Lashley's going to lose, it's going to be at Mania, I think. Still, this is still one of those where it's like it feels like there's, and I don't know, I can't sit here and act like I've watched Raw that much to know what's going on, but are any of these guys in a feud with Lashley in any way? I think Riddle
basically
is a little bit.
Matt Riddle is, yeah.
Yeah, it would be cool to see Riddle win, but I would wait for Mania, I think. Personal preference, I think it would be funner to see, or more fun for him to win at Mania, but it's just me. Lashley retains. Justin.
I have no idea what's really going to happen with this match. We haven't seen Keith Lee on TV for a while because he could have the COVID, the C word, and I don't know. Could it just be a one-on-one match between Matt Riddle and Bobby Lashley? I don't know, but I think Lashley's going to retain though.
Okay, Casey.
Matt Rydell for the W.
Reborn Matt Rydell or
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Reborn Matt Rydell.
Seaborn Matt Rydell. Okay, cool.
Who's got the beautiful
Um,
music playing in the background?
oh, it's probably my TV, I think. But Adam, I think I don't even know what this show is. I don't know. Yeah.
It was so soothing. I would love to see Riddle win, but like again, I think that's for another date. I mean, I would say, yeah, above all else, that Lashley retains. Like again, I would like something different. Of course, right now, I would like for them not to have the U.S. title because it's fucking meaningless. And as Justin said, the 24/7 title is more over than the U.S. title. And the fact that this is a triple threat, also, it's what we always talk about is it's oversaturation of gimmick matches. Why are you having a triple threat amongst two chamber matches?
Yeah, and why are you having a triple threat when him and Riddle are already in a feud?
Just against. Yeah, I don't know. Got to get him on the card, pal.
Also, that belt is ugly as shit.
Yeah, no.
It's
like the
like
WCW US title more.
It's like they just threw up ideas and were like, "Yeah, that works."
Gotta love WWE. Anyway, all right, the chamber match. There's only one chamber match.
There's two.
There's two.
Yeah, this is the
okay.
There you go.
It's red. It's a red chamber match.
I think they're all bloody. They got color finally. Sweet.
I wish I could have done that for the Raw one. That would have been cool. But anyway, because that would have been something WWE would do. Cesaro, Daniel Bryan, Kevin Owens.
I thought Daniel Bryan retired at Rumble. What the hell? Did I get lied to again?
I think so. I think you did. The King.
Why does it look like Jay and Sammy are the good and the bad devils on your conscience?
The good and the bad devils on the
Sammy's the good. Hey man, they're trying to keep me down, and
the king of the cruiserweights is in this match.
Like oos.
Then we have the King,
the bastard,
because they don't know what the heck to do with him as a character. Besides continue to run with the King of the Ring until they have a new one, I guess. And then and even if they got rid of it, they bring it back up. And then Sami Zayn. I think it's like almost obvious that Owens would win this match. But for some reason, with the way they're doing, I just want to go with like the surprise of it, I guess. And I'm going to go with Cesaro. But something tells me that Seth is going to do something. Like Seth is going to do something. I don't know what it is with Cesaro. And it's either going to be in the chamber match or the main event, but I think it would be funner, I guess, in the main event. So yeah, it'd be more exciting in the main event. So I'm going to go Cesaro, and then Cesaro faces Roman in the main event. Justin.
I think this is going to be the better match out of the chamber matches. I like to see Sami Zayn win, but that's not gonna happen. Baron Corbin is not winning. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we see Jey Uso with Roman, but we already seen that before. So I mean, Owens is the obvious pick, but like I said, I don't want them to go the obvious route, and I wouldn't mind seeing Daniel Bryan, but people go like, oh, I don't want I mean, from a few years ago. I mean, that'd be a great match,
Watch they do Kevin Owens, Daniel Bryan, and Roman Reigns at Mania. Watch.
Yeah.
And they might even add in Cesaro for kicks and giggles. Then they add Seth in for a 5-pack challenge,
Which also leads to this great point.
And then they bring Edge into the match.
I mean, if you didn't have an elimination pay-per-view and you wanted to do a 5-pack challenge, add one more person in, then bing, bang,
Then
boom, you got
chamber.
a chamber at Mania.
Man, we should WWE hire us. Come on, we can book your shows. I think it's going to be Cesaro. I mean, he's just so over right now, and like everything he's been doing on SmackDown lately. So I'm going to say Cesaro wins here and faces Roman in the main event.
Okay. Casey?
So I have it on good authority that there's going to be a surprise in this match, a big surprise. We are going to get the debut of El Generico coming to save his good buddy, Sami Zayn, with the Orphans from Mexico. And then he's still going to lose because
Otis is going to come in. And, yeah,
because Otis is coming. Otis apparently turned heel also, by the way, and I'm not okay with that.
Really?
But in this match...
Dang, that's going to make sure that he doesn't stay, as T-Shawn said on the show we had with him, hidden, like I like it.
Just with the rumors that I've been hearing, I feel like there is going to be something going on with Cesaro. I just get that feeling.
You think they will push Cesaro to Mania against Roman and then have Owens and Daniel Bryan feud?
They'll push him for a week and then
that would be nice.
I feel like we can also maybe have like Roman and Daniel Bryan.
The problem is that Cesaro is a wrestler, and WWE doesn't like those people.
Even Corey Graves, but we'll talk about that more later.
I feel like we can have like Daniel Bryan be like going into like the next pay-per-view, like I think it's Fastlane. They can have like Daniel Bryan kind of being a thorn in Roman Reigns' side, and that could lead to maybe like a multi-man match at Fastlane or something. Have Bryan in there, for the Universal Championship, and I don't know what they're going to do, to be honest.
Oh, damn, that's right. Don't we have one in between now and May?
Yeah, because I think it's March 21st is Fastlane.
Right.
Which this is the last pay-per-view that's going to be on the WWE Network in the USA.
I have no words. Shout out to Muhammad, by the way, for the like. Appreciate it. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, well, I'd rather watch DJ's parents do laundry. For God's sake.
DJ Mama!
She's not here, and I got headphones on, so she wouldn't hear you. Adam, thoughts on the chamber match?
Well, I didn't think there'd be an overwhelming push for Cesaro because that was going to be my pick, but just to be different. And yes, I think we all agree that the obvious choice, particularly how they have the graphic set up, is that Owens would be the favorite, and it makes sense with what he's been doing with Roman, for the time being. But like, I want it to be Cesaro so bad because again, if you're going to have that wrinkle with Seth, like that just tells me like they got to be trying to do something with them. But I don't know. But to be different, just because it does make it lateral with Roman. I'm going to go with Daniel Bryan. Just because, again, if this really is, from what we've been saying the last few months, if this really is his last hurrah, just let him have that. Let him have that one last decent run, and then have everything set up for. Of course, Vince could be trying to convince him that if we get back to normal come the following year when they can actually have more fans. Then he could have that big moment, but who knows? But
I mean, who knows? Maybe they can have Roman defend have the title for like a year, and then at next year's Mania, which is going to be in Dallas, maybe have Bryan and Roman at that Mania.
Well, they're
when we
supposed
have
to
more
Right.
fans.
have some semblance of
Of
fans
Downey
anyway.
Jerry's
So
world.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're gonna have
True.
some semblance of fans. If they won't pull the trigger on some of the things they've been kind of
Now-
probably waiting on due to the C word.
Well, just here's a because whoever wins this gets a title shot, correct? Or is part of the championship picture.
Yes. So they get a title shot later on in the night. So they get a title shot against Roman later in the night. That's why Roman's not in the match.
Oh, later on in the night.
Yes.
Yeah, I think in the main event
night?
probably.
Okay,
So I feel like this will
so-
start off the show maybe.
So my theory is, yeah. So my theory, and that could be the case. So my next thought is now irrelevant because what I was going to say is, if this leads to a title shot at Mania, you have Jay win and pull like the Scott Hall factor winning World War III, and Hogan's like, good job, brother, winning the Battle Royal, but you're not actually gonna face me for the title or whatever. And Roman's just bad dogging him, but Jay's like, no, I want a shot at the title, Loose. And I don't know. I just, but that leads to something.
That's
later
too creative,
in the
Adam. They won't do that.
Never mind. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm sorry. What do I know? I've only been watching them since I was 8. But yeah, to be different. I will say DB. If Baron Corbin wins this, I may have a broken television set.
This is a match we were talking about early on with Rey, Cesaro, KO, and Bryan at Mania potentially.
And then throw Edge in there. I mean, who knows what Edge is going to choose?
Well, and then like we said, Rollins is feuding with Cesaro, so he could be thrown in there too to make it live.
Edge is going to do a live sex celebration with Beth in front of 12,000 people.
And Lita too.
Speaking of, that's what I was about to ask. What the heck are they doing with Edge? Like he hasn't even played up the whole fact that he could do whatever he wants. like he's been to NXT, which is cool, but other than that,
I mean, he's been going around like jumping to Raw, jumping to SmackDown, and NXT.
Edge can do whatever he wants as long as Vince approves it.
All right, let's let's go up to the other chamber match, which is all right, Kofi, Sheamus, Drew McIntyre, the WWE champion, Randy Orton, AJ Styles, and Jeffrey Nero Hardy, who is going to do some ridiculous spot in this match. I think Drew retains because why? Because who would win this? Like
AJ Styles.
AJ ain't gonna win this.
Willow.
I like to see him win.
Willow. So yeah, I'm kind of curious to see what exactly they do with this. Who's gonna? I feel like Drew's gonna win because Sheamus ain't winning. Kofi just came back, so he ain't winning. Randy could, but
two-time.
Randy ain't gonna win. Not here.
I feel like Bray could get involved with that.
Could.
Because they're still having that thing with Bray.
What has Jeff Hardy been doing to make me think he's gonna win? Drew wins. Drew definitely
not get so many DUIs.
Drew definitely wins. I think Drew wins. Adam, thoughts on the other chamber match we got?
Yeah. I mean, to me, you got to go with Drew here. I mean, really, this is just to solidify that Drew can overcome all the odds with all these people and all that jazz. And yes, the subsequent people, I can't say none of them doesn't make any sense for them to win, but for argument's sake, yes, you could theoretically throw Kofi into the mix just to reignite that, as saying that
Kofi Mania Part 2
got his legs cut. Yeah, Kofi Mania Part 2, but like anything else, like nobody else would need the title for any reason. Yeah, so I just think this is look at Drew overcoming 5 other guys. So that this is for another stepping stone in his development.
Look at Drew. He's the complete opposite of Roman, actually defending the title in the chamber. Oh. Let's see. All right.
They're having that match twice? Jesus.
Yes. I guess I'll just go back down.
Work it double duty.
Back down to this one for the main event.
I don't think we predicted though.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Oh, my bad. Sorry,
me and Casey didn't.
I'm not used to. I'm sorry. I'm not used to doing having Adam go first. But you fight amongst yourselves on who goes.
Casey, you can go.
That's not a fight at all. It's supposed to be a match. It's supposed to be an elimination chamber singles match. 2 out of 3 falls.
We're gonna have a chamber match to see who goes first. Damn it!
I just finger poke doomed him. So anyway. So. This is going back a couple years, and WWE, they don't do this, but they're bringing a storyline back from years ago. The last time Jeff Hardy lost the WWE title, Hardy's Revenge.
Hardy's Revenge.
Yes.
Revenge.
I think that chant could go all the way into Mania.
I see it. I see it happen. I see him winning because it's Hardy's Revenge. Nah. Andrew's winning this. Andrew McIntyre.
Andrew. So it's gonna be double champion. They're gonna split the titles. Andrew.
That's his full name. Is Andrew Michael McIntyre.
I'm gonna hold you to that because last time you were right. So. Justin.
I mean,
he said that with such conviction.
I'd like to see AJ Styles win, but I don't think they're gonna put the title on him right now. I mean, Randy Orton was kind of obvious choice.
I'm looking that shit up right now.
I mean, Orton was kind of like a choice because having Edge and Orton, but I don't really want to see that match again. Edge versus Orton at Mania. And Drew's made it, this far. Why not keep him as a champion going into Mania? And because last year he got gypped out of not defending the not having that big WrestleMania moment in front of fans. So I feel like it's right to have Drew McIntyre win here, retain title. And I mean, Kofi Kingston, he doesn't really have a shot here. I mean. Kind of maybe giving him a little. I mean, maybe there might be a little slight hope, but he's not winning. Sheamus, he's probably my second pick who could win this match, and he's going to be the last person to come out of the pod. So we'll see. But yeah, I got Drew winning.
Is that confirmed, or you just made that up?
That is confirmed because they did a gauntlet match on Raw, and whoever won the match would be the last person to come out of the pod.
Sheamus won it.
Yeah.
Andrew McLean Galloway the fourth.
Close. So you're very close.
I got the Andrew part.
Who's this Galloway guy?
I should have figured Galloway. Damn it.
That's funny.
He is the champion.
Come on, Andrew.
I went the wrong way again.
Why don't they have a graphic for Roman Reigns like with a vacant thing like that?
I guess they didn't want to just put a graphic of Roman with an empty spot. I guess. But in the main event, Roman is going to face the winner of this match, which I'm saying is going to be Cesaro, and I think there's going to be some collusion where Seth gets involved and screws Cesaro. Leading to Seth and Cesaro probably doing something at Mania.
Now that makes more sense than anything else.
So yeah, I think it's going to be some sort because Seth feels like he's been embarrassed by Cesaro, so I think that's going to trigger over to Mania, which will be a really good match. And then I think it'll reinsert Owens back into it for Mania. because I think Jey Uso is going to do something.
Is Cesaro babyface now?
Yes.
Okay.
So
I was kind of confused what they were doing with him. Like, is he babyface now, or like?
So that'll be interesting.
Remember, according to Corey Graves, Cesaro is the shits.
Yes, of the drizzling variety. But anyway, yeah, that's how I feel. Roman will retain and take the title in the Mania because he should. And then probably lose it at Mania because he probably should. But anyway, I mean, I hope he never loses it, but that's just me. But anyway, let's go to Justin.
Never lost. He never lost.
Who is Roman facing? Which you gave your prediction earlier, but
yeah,
how does it play out? I guess
I said it's gonna be Cesaro, and I wouldn't be surprised, like you said, if Seth Rollins gets involved and costs Cesaro the match. But I don't like. On pay-per-views, I want to have a clean finish, but WWE, they don't like to have clean finishes on pay-per-views and stuff. But yeah, Roman Reigns is retaining regardless here, and I'm surprised that they don't have a SmackDown Women's Championship match on the show. Why is it Sasha Banks defending their title? Like, why?
Because that way she doesn't defend it, she can't lose it. Big point.
But I mean. It was weird. Like, I was watching SmackDown tonight. They had a I'm about to say transgender. It was a six-man like intergender match.
Not a type of match.
I know. It was Sasha Banks.
What show were you watching?
Did anybody turn before you get into that, Justin? Did anybody turn their TV off when and not when SmackDown started, but when when Tamina was teaming with Natalya? Because I did.
I actually fell asleep during that part. But no, it was like a six-man a mixed tag team match. It was, what's that guy, Reginald? Is that his name?
Yep, Reginald.
Yeah, Reginald and like Sasha Banks.
Reginald.
Yeah, he was in the match, and I can't remember who the other person was. That's how much I was watching Raw. I mean SmackDown, and it was going on.
Well, it's not that SmackDown was even that bad. I was watching it.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't that bad.
Once Tamina and Natalya teamed up, I was like, "Yep. I'll come back and watch this later." Because
they were facing Nia Jax and Nia Jax and Bayley and
they were facing My Hole and
My Hole. I just don't understand why Sasha Banks doesn't defend title, but who knows? They might throw an impromptu match on there going, yeah, Sasha Banks are going to defend title.
Maybe because she doesn't freaking need to, and you can push it off to Mania. Thanks, appreciate that. But anyway, and they're probably going to have her defended at Fastlane or Pit Stop or whatever the heck they're calling the next pay-per-view.
Chamberlinks.
Chamberlinks. They're going to have Elimination Chamber then Chamberlinks. Great balls of Casey.
Their next pay-per-view is going to be, why does it burn when I pee? Anyway, the winner
next
of this
month
match.
At gonorrhea.
The winner of this match, going on to face Roman Reigns, is Claudio Casseroli.
Is that his actual?
Claudio Castagnoli. Claudio.
I mean, what kind of casserole is he bringing? Because I might have to go to catering.
Casseroli.
Is it like the pizza casserole, like it had like the noodles in it and then the pepperonis on top?
Yeah.
I'm dead.
It's got some mushrooms in it.
I tap out. Casserole.
The stuff to come up here on the podcast.
Please do not give WWE any ideas on names. Please. They're bad enough.
Claudio Calzone.
It's better than LA Knight. Yeah.
Oh goodness. Adam.
Oh
Adam.
my god. I gotta go with old. I gotta go with old casserole, and then old. By the way, we are not giving him the proper pronunciation.
Are they gonna
Seff.
handcuff him? Are they gonna?
Seth Radley.
You think they'll handcuff him to the post and have him throw casserole at Roman? You think so? Let's have him throw casserole at Roman. I think that's what they got to do.
Yeah, and they got to do that for like a month straight. That's how they go off the air. But yeah, based on our construction of how this night's going to go, yeah, with facing the champ later on, Cesaro winning makes more sense than any of the other schmoes. So, yeah, I got to go with casserole. Casserole.
Is this where they eat? Is this they do a casserole eating contest? This is the match.
This is
right.
This is for a coupon at Pizza.
Coupon at Pizza.
Oh man.
Why not Little Caesars?
Anyway, any further thoughts on Chamber? Sorry. Okay.
It's gonna be an interesting show. I'll tell you that. By the way, it's gonna be interesting.
It's gonna be a show.
Especially with the casseroles coming out, we got.
It's gonna be a show.
I might just for that, just to cheer for Cesaro, I might have to get a casserole and just eat it.
Yeah, me too.
It's gotta because when Jameis plays, you gotta eat the crab legs. So when Jameis plays, you gotta eat the crab legs. So when and you gotta eat the W. You gotta eat the W.
You see this is a W.
Can't believe that fool did. Anyway,
Deshaun Jackson.
He looked like Petey Williams in the math moment, but
he did. That was the football version of the math promo.
Also, by the way, Pat is back on NXT.
That's true.
Pat's back.
And you see, I'm a genetic freak. So, but anyway,
it sucks to suck.
Nonetheless, and he's fat.
Suck.
That probably was the greatest thing I've ever heard in my life. Anyway, definitely hope you guys enjoyed as usual. Give us a like if you want. Give us a share if you'd like. Give us a love if you love to. Because just because I love you, sorry.
What in the blue hell is wrong with Kenny?
Kenny wanted to dress up like.
He looks like an extra from Coyote Ugly.
He took Heyman and Page's boots. He took his boots. He was like, "Hey, I need those cowboy boots."
Well, he did old Hangman a favor. If that was his boots.
Oh man! But as always, you can always listen to us on Anchor, Snapple Podcast, Apple Podcast, and Spotify. So we got all the options for you. Nonetheless, definitely hope you guys enjoyed. Appreciate everybody coming by, of course, as always. But other than that, we'll see you guys on whatever that next video may be, which I know we got the discussion coming up sometime in the near future.
We got to watch along.
Corey Graves' ridiculousness out of his mouth. We call it diarrhea of the mouth where I'm from, but nonetheless, he should have shut up. But anyway, we'll talk more about that later. And we may do a watch along tomorrow. I have no idea. I really don't know. I don't know if we're prepared for that or if we aren't. I don't know. But I guess we'll see.
Always prepared.
Okay. But anyway, until next time, be on the lookout for other stuff. We'll see you guys on that next time, whenever that next time may be next time.
It'll be on the flippity dippity.
It won't.
Oh,
nope.
Boo, 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 boo.
Bye.
Oh,
Nope.
yeah.
See ya.
Boo, 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 boo.
Nope.